Part 1. An Olympian inspiration sitting on the couch, Pluto and Max watched a highlight reel of the Animal Olympics on TV. They saw dogs racing on tracks, cats performing graceful gymnastics, and even a hamster winning a gold medal in weightlifting. Max's tail started to wag uncontrollably. He looked at Pluto, a spark of ambition in his eyes. Pluto, caught up in the moment, let out a determined woof. They were going to be Olympians. Part 2. The backyard training ground there, Olympic Training Center, was the backyard. Max, the self-appointed coach, wore a bandana like a headband. Pluto's enthusiasm was his main qualification. Their first event, the 100-meter dash. The track was from the porch to the hydrangea bush. On your mark, get set, go. They took off in a blur of fur, only to crash into each other at the first turn. Part 3. Hurdle hilarity for the hurdles. They used garden gnomes and rolled up newspapers. Max, being smaller and nimbler, weaved through them with ease. Pluto, full of power but less grace, tried to jump. He cleared the first one, but his back legs knocked over the second, causing a domino effect that sent all the hurdles tumbling. He ended up tangled in a garden hose. Part 4. The high jump catastrophe. The high jump was a bamboo stick balanced on two piles of books. Max took a running start, leaped, and cleared it. Pluto was impressed. He backed up, ran with all his might, and jumped, but he jumped through the stick, snapping it in two and landing in the middle of a freshly planted petunia patch. Part 5. A discus disaster. The discus was a frisbee. Pluto held it, spun around like he'd seen on TV, and let it fly. It soared high, and then hooked sharply, landing squarely on Max's head, where it rested like a very confused hat. Max stood there, cross-eyed, trying to look at the frisbee on his own head. Part 6. Synchronized napping. They saw an event for synchronized swimming and decided to adapt it to their skills. Synchronized napping, Max declared. They lay down on the grass, trying to roll over and snore in perfect unison. It started well, but Pluto's loud, rumbling snore completely drowned out Max's delicate one, and their rolling was anything but synchronized. Part 7. The marathon muddle. Their marathon was 10 laps around the house. Lap 1 was energetic. Lap 3, they were panting. By lap 5, they had forgotten they were racing and started chasing a squirrel that had the audacity to cross their path. The Olympic dream was temporarily replaced by the thrill of the chase. Part 8. A moment of doubt. After a long day of training, they collapsed, tired and muddy. Pluto looked at his dirty paws. Max's bandana was crooked. They watched the sunset, and a feeling of discouragement settled over them. They weren't like the sleek, perfect athletes on TV. Were they just fooling themselves?